The year is 1963. American television is about to witness a game-changing series that will capture the imagination of viewers across the nation. That series is The Fugitive, a masterfully crafted show that explored the lives of two men. One, an innocent man on the run, and the other, a determined police officer who won't rest until justice is served. Created by Huggins and produced by Quinn Martin, The Fugitive would go on to become one of the most iconic shows in television history. At the center of the story is Dr. Richard Kimble, a well-respected pediatrician from Stafford, Indiana. Played by the talented Janssen, Kimble's life is shattered when he is wrongfully convicted of murdering his wife, Helen Kimble, who is found dead in their home. A crime he did not commit, but one that would lead to a life on the run. Join us as we explore the full story of The Fugitive, a tale of escape, determination, and the pursuit of justice that would resonate with audiences then and continue to do so today. It all begins on a fateful night in Stafford, Indiana, when Dr. Richard Kimble returns home to find his wife, Helen, murdered. His life, once stable and secure, is quickly turned upside down. The authorities arrest Kimble, who insists he is innocent, claiming that the true killer was a mysterious figure, the one-armed man, who he had seen leaving the scene of the crime. Despite his protests and the lack of evidence to convict him, Kimble is found guilty of murder. The justice system, with all its injustices, fails him, and Kimble is sentenced to death. As he is transported to death row, a tragic and epic turn of events occurs. The train carrying him to his execution derails. In the chaos that ensues, Kimble seizes his chance and escapes. This escape marks the beginning of a long and dangerous journey for Kimble as he begins a life on the run. The grim, unforgiving pursuit of justice hounds him, and he knows that to clear his name, he must find the one-armed man, the true killer, and expose the truth. As the series unfolds, Kimble travels across the country, leading a life of constant movement, always looking over his shoulder. Every town he enters, he takes on a new identity and a new job, sometimes as a farmhand, a mechanic, or a lab technician. In each episode, Kimble's story comes into focus as he encounters a series of characters who reflect the challenges he faces. These encounters become important chapters in Kimble's life, although they often come at a great personal cost. Despite the grave danger he is in, Kimble continues to do good in the world. He uses his medical training to help those in need, saving lives and making connections with people who would otherwise remain strangers. His actions are not just about evading capture, but are rooted in a deeper desire to do right, to make amends for a crime he did not commit. The show brilliantly explores the themes of isolation and human connection, as Kimble, while always moving and hidden from the law, touches the lives of the people he meets along the way. His morality and sense of duty contrast with the constant danger he is in, making him a compelling and complex character. Enter Lt. Philip Gerard, played by Morse, as the tenacious police officer who will stop at nothing to bring Kimble to justice. Gerard becomes a central character in the series. His dedication to his job and his unwavering belief in Kimble's guilt make him a compelling foil to the hero of the show. Gerard is not just simply an enemy to Kimble. In many ways, he is the unwilling hero of the series, a man who believes in the system and does his duty without question, only to find himself in a constant tug of war between justice and the truth. While Gerard chases Kimble, he begins to have his own internal conflict, slowly starting to question whether Kimble is really guilty or if he is simply a victim of a great injustice. The relationship between Kimble and Gerard is filled with dramatic irony. Both men are driven by a sense of morality, but the system that holds them both captive is far from perfect. This cat-and-mouse chase becomes a showcase of the struggle between the law and humanity, and between justice and injustice. The one-armed man, played by Raisch, is a shadowy figure who looms large in Kimble's mind. The one-armed man is more than just a suspect. He represents the truth that Kimble is desperate to uncover. His appearances in the show are sporadic and often anonymous, but they always carry a sense of imminent danger and uncertainty. Kimble's focus on finding the one-armed man is the central motivating force in the show. He believes that if he can only locate this mysterious figure, he will be able to prove his innocence and clear his name. Every episode brings him closer to this goal, but at the same time, IT reminds him of the inevitability of his pursuit, that, until the one-armed man is found, he will never be free. The one-armed man's presence in the story symbolizes Kimble's inner turmoil and his struggle to make sense of the events that have turned his life upside down. It's a constant reminder that the truth is out there, but it's elusive and dangerous to uncover. The series reaches its emotional and narrative peak in the two-part finale, The Judgment, which airs in August 1967. After years of searching and struggling, Kimble finally tracks down the one-armed man and brings him to justice. The final episodes bring to light the full truth of Helen Kimble's death and exonerate Dr. Richard Kimble. This is a finale like no other. The show suspensefully builds toward the confrontation between Kimble and the one-armed man. The final moments are filled with emotional payoff as Kimble, finally proven innocent, is cleared of the crime he never committed. What makes the finale so powerful is the convergence of several narrative themes: justice, truth, sacrifice, and redemption. It is the culmination of years of struggle, and it offers a sense of closure, not just for Kimble but also for the audience, who have followed him through this epic journey. The Fugitive is more than just a police drama. It's a show about the human spirit, the desire for redemption, and the pursuit of justice in a world that sometimes fails to deliver it. The series is a masterclass in narrative and character development,